How is killing 720 lions out of 20,000 not going to have an effect on the population is the question.
I think it's really simple.
And can you come a little closer to my
Yeah, sorry.
Thanks, Catherine.
What the Fish and Wildlife Service has also found is that there are instances in which hunting can benefit lion populations. And it's because we tend to get obsessed on the 1%, the sessile. We really need, from a conservation focus, to be focused on the 99%. The money raised by killing one old male lion who's probably starting to prey on cattle, possibly starting to prey on people because he's no longer able to catch the gazelle. That money then gets funneled back into protecting the 99% of the lion population. Conservation is a resource.
Is that the lion that would be targeted?
That is the lion that is generally targeted, because these professional hunters, these guides, these outfitters, they live with these animals. They live in these communities. They talk to the tribal chief who says, that one's a problem over there.
Okay.
That lion, if not killed by a hunter who's willing to pay money into the conservation system, will be killed by the local villagers.
Okay, let's take that scenario to your opponents, and we'll stay on lions for a little bit longer, then we'll move on to wolves.
Well, if I have to talk about lions, I shall.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so listen, so here's the way it goes with the lions, right? We know for certain how many lion trophies are being imported into America. We also know for certain, based on the permitting, how many are going into the EU. It is undeniable that there is a negative conservation impact by trophy hunters on the lion population, and that's what we're here to discuss, not whether there are other factors.
Why is it undeniable? I mean, it sounds like you're begging the question, you're making that assertion. Why is that undeniable?
Well, because we can see the decline over the past 35 years when there has been trophy hunting for the species.
That is not to say a direct correlation in
a direct
time.
correlation. Now, that's not to say, to Catherine's point, that there aren't other factors, but I would challenge her seriously to tell me how many retaliatory killings by livestock owners happen every year. We have no clue how often that happens. So we're not saying that trophy hunting is the only negative impact on lions, but if we're here to decide whether hunters conserve wildlife, and there is hunting of lions in Africa, and there is this incredible, perilous decline of the species toward extinction, the answer has to be no. Hunters are not conserving lions in Africa. If they were, these other factors would potentially be mitigated by the money that's generated by the trophy hunts, which for lions can be $70,000. Now, if you ask Craig Packer, the eminent lion biologist, what it would take to actually make a measurable impact, he says, not 50,000, not 70,000. Every lion hunt needs to cost $1 million if you want to have an impact.
Would you like to respond, Anthony, or do you want to stay with it?
I think you could put that up at auction at any number of the sportsmen's conventions and people would pay it.
So, but you are essentially saying that the profit, in terms of trophy hunting, the profit motive is essential to the whole system working.
Conservation does not come for free. It is a very capital-intensive effort. You know, something, we talked a little bit about phototourism and ecotourism, and that's great. We need that too. But the reality is, in Africa, it's not possible everywhere.